In the realm of modern tabletop gaming, Rummy emerges as a blend of luck, strategy, and player interaction, drawing players into its captivating universe. At first glance, it may seem like a straightforward tile placement game, but a deeper dive reveals layers of complexity driven by luck challenges and tactical decision-making. Luck plays an undeniable role in Rummy, influencing the potential success of players as they draw tiles and assess their options. Players must accept the whims of chance, which can determine not only their immediate strategy but also the game's overall outcome. However, unlike traditional luck-based games, Rummy allows players to mitigate bad fortune through strategic tile placements and player counters, enabling skillful players to emerge victorious even when luck is not on their side. Tile placement is a pivotal aspect of Rummy that combines spatial reasoning with foresight. Players are challenged to think several steps ahead, anticipating opponents' moves and calculating the probabilities of tile draws. Each placement carries weight, impacting both personal strategies and the ever-shifting dynamics between competitors. It's here that the game's deeper strategies surface, knowing when to hold on to tiles, when to discard, and how to deploy counters to disrupt opponents while enhancing one's game position. Player counters introduce an engaging layer of strategy. They act as tools to counteract opponents' moves. The decision of when to use these counters can tilt the game dramatically. A well-timed counter can thwart an opponent's advantageous placement, throwing a wrench into their carefully laid plans. This element encourages players to remain vigilant and adaptive, always on the lookout for potential threats from rivals. Considering the action sequence prioritization in Rummy, players must weigh their actions per turn. Should they focus on offensive strategies, enhancing their position while diminishing their opponents, or is it wiser to play defensively, conserving options for future turns? This intricate balancing act requires players to assess risk versus reward continuously. Movement squares add yet another dimension to Rummy's gunplay. These squares dictate where players can place their tiles, necessitating careful consideration in positioning. The strategy shifts as players grapple with not just their own movements but also the implications of the tiles already on the board. These squares can lead to chain reactions, transforming a seemingly innocuous action into a game-changing maneuver, reinforcing the cerebral nature of the experience. The Elder Warrior, often referenced in game lore, symbolizes the overarching strategy players should adopt, focused on mentorship and wisdom in play. This character essence encourages players to look at the game as more than mere competition. Instead, it invites a communal approach to sharing strategies and tricks, thus cultivating a richer, more engaging gaming culture among participants. Upgrade tokens further engage the gunplay, offering players opportunities to enhance their capabilities throughout the session. As players collect these tokens, they unlock new strategies and game mechanics that can shift the tides of play. The allure of upgrading creates a pursuit that intertwines with luck and skill, rewarding those who navigate these complexities effectively. In conclusion, Rummy stands as a compelling example of how contemporary board games can intertwine luck, skill, and social interaction. It requires players to adapt to ever-changing conditions while engaging deeply with the tactics involved. Players who successfully navigate this intricate web are not just lucky, they are astute strategists who understand the nuances of every tile drawn and placement executed.